Hey, you on break? No worries, you're not bugging me out here. This is just one of the few places to stand outside without getting smoke on you. I'd say the nurses should know better, but days like today I can't even blame them. At least it's a good excuse to get out of the building for a minute. I don't care if people question it, I'm taking my 10 minutes. I just really need some fresh air. And maybe a lobotomy. You've seen the latest cases, right? Like, we might be doomed as a species. I know, I'm being dramatic. People have always done dumb things. But at least they didn't have stupid names attached to them before. You know, a guy gets drunk with his friends, falls off something, breaks his leg. People have been doing that for centuries. It didn't need to be a trend. Yeah, but now, no less than 3 cases of fractures today, caused by something called high dancing. Have you heard of this? Apparently, it's a trend where people film themselves doing a particular dance, but somewhere up high. I looked it up a couple hours ago. Most of it is people dancing on balconies and roofs. It's not exactly safe, but it could be worse. People are taking it too far, though. Dancing on cliff tops and in trees. I don't know how you would dance in a tree. Not very well, considering the breakages. People are doing such stupid stunts just for a few views. So goes the internet. You know, I hate whenever I hear about a new thing people are doing. I can't tell if they're actually doing it or if it's just overblown. I wish it was always the latter. I think people weren't actually eating those laundry pods. Can't say the same for the latest eating challenges. I hope those videos are fake, but the people recreating them sure don't realize if they are. It doesn't even sound appealing. The cinnamon challenge was stupid, but it's got nothing on bold mold. That's what it's called, the Bold Mold Challenge. Be bold, eat mold, and get incredibly sick from it too. The point, or so I've heard, is to prove how good your immune system is if you don't get sick. I can't count how many times I've had to explain that your immune system is more likely to stay good if you aren't intentionally making yourself sick. Yeah, well, we all know when that started. People are way too casual about infectious diseases, and now they'll eat stuff to get sick on purpose, and not even to get out of school or work. That I would get. Some days, I really want to call in, but somebody has to do this. And, you know, I have seen worse. Well, more frustrating. Absolutely. Even if it's dumb, dancing is at least a fun activity. Compared to a few years ago, back when people were giving themselves burns for fun, these almost seem reasonable. Why were there so many of them? And so many different versions, too. Chemical burns, intentional sunburns, straight up setting yourself on fire? Honestly, I wanted to quit back then. I know I seem pretty used to it now, but I was still kind of new then. I was just like, is this seriously what I went to school for? Yeah, it is. And for every person who does something stupid and gets hurt, there's far more out there who just got hurt accidentally. It's not all stupidity. Still a lot of stupidity, though. Even if they did it to themselves, it's still our job to help them. Can't just stand around saying it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Although I have seen patients do that. Yeah, I remember. That one kid who came in with a broken wrist after leaving it for a week. No, they weren't willing the injury away. They shifted to a universe where the injury didn't happen, whatever that means. and therefore their body was perfectly fine. I don't think I've ever seen a parent look that exasperated. It was honestly a highlight. At least it was easy to diagnose. Right. Well, that's the least of my worries. If people want to pretend they can enter alternate universes by pretending hard enough, then at least they aren't doing dumb stunts in the meantime. Ugh, too many people doing backflips and landing on their actual backs. It's never as easy to pull off as it looks. Yeah, I can't deny backflips look cool. You know, I'd even understand if they were trying to look cool. But so many of these trends are the opposite of that. Like, even if you do it successfully, it would look bad. Did you see the latest trend on that one app? Radiationmaxxing? Yeah, it started as a joke. Maybe. But now... I know, kids filming themselves standing next to microwaves isn't actually going to hurt them. Or mutate them. But how long until someone legitimately does something stupid because of it? There are still radioactive materials floating around out there. Right. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Guess that's all we can do. But I swear, if I have to treat another idiot who gave himself a concussion trying to mold his face with a hammer, I'm going on vacation early. Crap. Looks like break time's over. Thanks for the talk, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, can't talk about it with the nurses. I'm still trying to get it through their heads that they absolutely cannot post about their patients online. God. Yep, wish me luck. I'll tell you what this guy got stuck in his ear later. Just another day on the job. I could have used, like, real TikTok trends, but that would require me to go on TikTok. No.